Time now for the Indians minor league player of the week, and it's Clippers pitcher Paulo Espino. In 2 starts, Espino went 1-0 and didn't give up a run in 11 innings pitched. In that span, he struck out 13 batters, didn't walk one in that entire time. Also, he's the International League pitcher of the week.
Well, this is nice to see, especially from the AAA aspect of it. He's a guy that can put himself in position for that September call-up. He's a guy that has good stuff, and he's shown at the end of the season what he's capable of doing.
Yeah, good young prospect now to watch once again for the Tribe. Welcome back. Well, he was a tough sign, which is why he lasted until the second round. I'm talking about the Indians' second-round pick, Dylan Howard. But the Tribe made him an offer that he couldn't refuse. He accepted. Will Ewick now has our focus on the future.
Dylan Howard, the second-round pick from the Cleveland Indians, joining me now. Dylan, you're at home or wherever you were watching this draft, and your name gets called. Take me through the emotions that initially hit you.
It's an exciting thing to hear your name called. You get a chance to make this your job, something you love to do. I don't know anything about any other organization, and I'm glad I don't, because I can see now this is the best spot for me, and this is where I want to be and excited to be here.
You're making the jump from prep high school to minor league ball. What kind of obstacles are there where maybe if you went to college it would be a little different?
It's a little farther away from home. Your mom and dad aren't there to, it's just a lifestyle change. You're accustomed to having, that guidance there, and now it's a jump. It's going to be a lifestyle change, and I think I'm ready to handle it.
And the Indians were able to sign you, and part of your signing bonus you sent to the Milestones organization for autism, something very special to you. We want to talk about that a little bit.
Yes, my brother has autism. He's 15 years old, going to be a freshman in high school. So when I was taught when you come into something, you give back, and I wanted to give back to an organization like Milestones for Autism.
A lot of scouts said in your high school days you went from being a thrower to a pitcher. What does that mean?
Kind of self-explanatory, just working on secondary pitches, working on what really means to be a pitcher rather than just, rearing back and throwing as hard as you can. I feel like that my high school days really helped me get to being a pitcher rather than a thrower. So I think that's where I've experienced more success.
And your success in your high school days was well documented. You made 3 appearances, right, in the state finals?
Yeah, we did. Unfortunately, we lost all 3 of those. But just to get there was a successful season. You make great friends throughout that, and that's why I love this game, man. Make great relationships with your peers around you. And my high school career was short-lived. Feels like it flies by, man. But I enjoyed it, and felt like overall I had a successful one.
When you were a freshman now, your first game they clocked you at 92, and you hit a home run in your first plate appearance. Going back to that, how did that affect your confidence, and how can you get off to a start like that here with the Indians?
I definitely came in with a full steam. Not many kids can say that they hit a home run in their first varsity at bat. So for me to do that as a freshman, that was pretty exciting.
While playing in high school, you not only pitched, but you caught, you played some infield. How did that affect your pitching? Did you learn anything that helps you grow?
No, it didn't affect my pitching much. I just did whatever the team asked me to do, and if it was catch that day, I caught. If it was play shortstop, I played shortstop. So that's just kind of the way I approached the game since I've been playing. So whatever the team needs me to do, that's what I'm going to do.
Now you're with the Indians, and the Indians just traded their 2 best pitching prospects for Ubaldo Jimenez. So with those supposed best pitching prospect titles open, any added pressure to get off to a great start?
No, man, nothing outside of the lines is pressure to me. I concentrate on what I can control, and what I can control is on the mound. So that's what I'm going to focus on.
And you're here at Progressive Field right now, and obviously this is the main goal to get back to here. Any type of personal timetable you have set when you'd like to get here?
Nothing personal. Just whenever the time's right, whenever this organization feels like it's the right time for me to be here, that's when I'll be ready.
All right, thanks a lot, Dylan Howard, the second-round pick for the Cleveland Indians. Going to be making some noise in the minor leagues come next year.
All right, Will, Dylan, thanks for that. Talk about a kid who does have a big heart. He donated a portion of his signing bonus to milestones.org, and Milestones, of course, deals with autism. That's a great kid. Somebody his age, 18, 19 years old, that's willing to donate that kind of money. That's something special.
It really is, and you look at this kid and what type of heart he already has, and this is the type of kids that the Indians really go after from a draft standpoint. They want to make sure that they have good people on top of good prospects like what he is.
And as you said, Jason, we were watching that video there. Boy, the ball coming out of his arm on the mound, that looks nice.
It does jump out of his hand.
All right, we'll take our final break here with Indians Minor League Magazine. When we come back, we'll take a look ahead of the schedule for this week. Also the standings as you get a look at some Clipper defense and Buffalo hijinks at Huntington Park. Make sure you keep it right here on SportsTime Ohio.
Beautiful. 26, 36 feet per second up.
Here's a look at the standings for the Indians minor league clubs. We told you Columbus has clinched the Western Division in the International League. That's not a surprise at all. Akron in fourth place. Kinston one game out of the playoffs. Then you see Lake County and Mahoning Valley, who has also had a pretty good season. Let's take a look at the schedule now for this week. Columbus is at Louisville before ending the regular season with a home-and-home with Toledo. Akron hosts Reading before heading to Harrisburg. Kinston ends their run at historic Ranger Stadium, we hope, against Frederick before heading to Potomac. Lake County will end their season at home against West Michigan and Bowling Green. The first 1,000 fans on Saturday and Sunday will get team card sets. And Mahoning Valley hosts Williamsport before heading to Jamestown. Welcome back to our second to last show here with Indians Minor League Magazine this season. We've got a great show for you next week. Ross Atkins is in. We'll go over a lot of the great prospects. But Jason, we've seen a lot of kids coming into this year that we thought were top prospects. They were. They've developed. And then we've seen some kids, too, that had the potential that have come along as well.
Yeah, it's been really nice to see what the kids have been able to do all season long. And when you can stay healthy and you can show what you can do on the field, it's very nice to see how you're able to perform. And it's going to be really interesting this offseason with the protection rules and everything like that, with the Rule 5 draft, what goes on with the Indians, because there's a lot of depth.
Yeah, sure will. Stay tuned. Of course, here at STO, we'll keep you up to date. And that's a wrap here on this week's show for Indians Minor League Magazine as you take a look at historic Ranger Stadium, the way it used to look before Hurricane Irene did a number on its outfield fence. Hopefully they'll be able to finish their run there this upcoming week at home. Don't forget to find us on Facebook as well. For Jason Stanford, I'm Al Pulowski. Have a good one.